What's good, YouTube? It's Ray Drill. So in today's video, I want to show you guys this gun trio offset week play that I love in Madden 23. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So before we go any further, man, CFL. So if you play PS4 and you're on, if you play current gen PS4, please make sure you visit my community section. Now, if I remember, I may put the link for the actual where you go to enter in the CFL in the description or in the comments. But if I forget, please go to my community section. You will see where I talk about the CFL. So just quickly, I've had a lot of you guys, like I said, message me about it, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I finally took the time to go ahead and do it. Now, don't mind the stuff in the back. I'm actually in the process of moving, so that's why there is things all in the back of the camera. So don't mind that. And last thing I will say is that if you're interested, so it's going to be $250 for first place winner, it's going to be $50 for the second place winner, and everything will be voted on in the CFL in this Discord when you guys join. So make sure you check the community section. I went over exactly how to join, gave you the link to join at the end. So if you're interested in that, please go to my community section and look at that. So right here, I did have a sub say he wanted me to cook up something out of the trio offset week formation, and if you guys ever want me to do a play out of one of your favorite formations that I haven't covered on this channel, please comment it and I will actually take a look at it, and if I find something I want to post, then I will. Now, if you're interested in a full ebook, I do have a trio offset normal ebook, but if you want a trio offset week, then just request it on the website as well. So without further ado, man, that's all the announcements. So let's go on and get into this. So if you guys don't know about trio offset or trio offset week, you actually can put a receiver in at the tight end position. You see right here with the package, we have the 4 wide receiver package, and all you need to do is go to your depth chart, and whoever you want that's in the tight end position, you want to go ahead and sub them in at the 4th receiver spot on your depth chart. So just quickly, for those of you guys that never ran it before, here's Mecole Hardman. He's 97 speed, so I want him to be at the tight end position. Now, for this specific setup, it's not important for that to happen, but other setups, it's really crucial for him to be right there. So anyways, trio offset week. Now, with the play, excuse me, I couldn't even get my words out. So the play that we're going to talk about in today's video is going to be this PA spot. So the PA spot, you can actually use this setup versus every single coverage in the game. So first and foremost, I'm going to come out in dollar, and then in dollar, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you cover 4 drop, I'm gonna show you cover 3, cover 2, and I'm gonna show you man coverage. Now I'm also gonna show you match coverage, and we'll go to dime normal for match. We'll come out in cover 6, but I'll show you cover 4 palms and cover 4 quarters, and that will cover all of the match that you will see. So just want to show you that you can use this one setup versus every single coverage in the game. Now, all you want to do for this nice one setup is take square, put them on a streak. You want to take triangle and just motion them across. Now, I'm going to baseline so that way our purple doesn't go out there. And you want to let them go right past the numbers. And now what you're going to realize too is that triangle is just going to get in a great spot. And we'll be able to have that throw every single time. So quickly, now also I do want to say is when this video goes along, there is additional setups that I will give you versus man and match coverage, but you can still use just this setup to destroy every single coverage, even man and match. But there are better setups that I like versus those coverages, if that makes sense. So the reason I like this play is because we're going to make a high-low between this in route by our receiver, who's our fastest receiver, or your best receiver, because you can put a great route runner here. So if you want to use the setup to this potential, I would say put your best route runner here, because if they play man coverage, he's going to absolutely cook them every single time, and the user will have to guard this, so if you could picture this in the middle, the user has to stay here, and what we're doing is reading that. So if the user stays on our in route, we're going to throw this route right here in this gap that gets created. So this was possible because of the streak is going to run off those safeties, and there's no type of zone that's going to drop that deep unless they play zone drops, which I hardly doubt anybody would drop their zone that deep. Now also, what's great about this play too is that this running back actually settles up right here, and if they are zone dropping, now keep in mind the person that's playing this is a purple, so if they zone drop that purple, which they will have to in this style of offense, then this guy will just kind of be up here waiting on the corner to come, a little crosser route if they did that, and we'll be able to dump this ball right here. So also, you could tell we could dump this ball right now if we wanted to, so as soon as he settles up, we could throw that, and a lot of times that's going to be wide open for you. So just to kind of show you that, notice we are in cover 3, and we're going to take square, put them on a streak, and all we're going to do is motion triangle. And you want to run this to where your 3 receivers are to the wide side. Now I'm going to let that purple go out there just in case they happen to do that, but I just want to show you what I was talking about. So what we can do, we can actually throw that right there and then maybe try to get some some yards or whatever. But I only love that read if they're zone dropping. Keep that in mind. If they're zone dropping that purple. Now, moving forward, I want to show you guys about cover 2. So cover 2 is going to be literally the same exact thing. Now, I'm going to baseline because most people are not going to let their vertical hooks run all the way to the other side of the field. And I love this setup because it's quick, it's easy, and the read progressions are extremely easy on here. So now, if there's zone drop, you also can have circle out the swing. But notice how the mid read, as I get hollered at. But what I wanted you to notice is that the mid read does not actually match with that. So what that means is that the user has to guard either triangle or they have to guard that in route. So let me go ahead and show you this real quick too. So versus cover 2, if they're zone dropping that guy, or if they're not putting this guy in a vertical hook, sometimes you can have this swing route. It can be open, so it's a good look just in case. But it's gonna widen out those zones. So what's gonna happen is when it widens out, we can throw this ball right here, right now. So if the user is not right here, we can throw this ball. And in Madden, they aren't gonna let the users go from here to bait all the way up here unless, you know, it's just not gonna happen. So we have this read right here, and the mid read acts like he's gonna cover it, but he doesn't, and we can actually throw this ball right up in here. That's gonna be the sweet spot. That's why I was trying to aim it, but I just got under pressure. But that's where you're gonna see, you can see right here, it's gonna be wide open. And the reason this is good because this little route right here, it swings. So what's crazy is that it swings and then it gets upfield and it pulls the cloud to it. So that's gonna allow this throw right here to just be wide open. So really love that concept. Now versus cover 4 drop is going to be literally the same thing as cover 3, and I'm going to show you that here. We're going to go ahead baseline to put that purple where it's supposed to be, and then we're going to snap the ball. Like I said, I like to snap it when he gets right outside the number. So X, we could have that. I didn't mean to throw it that early, but you want to let that route develop to the sideline. Normally cover 4 drop doesn't do that, but in the event that it does, you just want to let it develop to the sideline. And I'm a baseline just so he can stay there, square on a streak, motion over triangle. And don't worry, y'all, I got you on another setup when we talk about man and match coverage, but this is just my favorite setup versus zone coverage because it's really good, honestly. And just look at triangle. Even if you wanted to, you could just wait. I'm getting the terrible animations, but you could throw it underneath him and you'll be able to possess and catch that a lot of times. I've never seen him play that way though. When they actually do this, when I run this concept, I've never seen the quarter do that, where they just kind of stay right here. So you could potentially bomb this actually if they stop like that consistently. You can actually try to throw that over his head if you put your fastest player where Juju is. I actually want to try that real quick because at least online, I haven't seen that. I believe if they zone drop, they don't do that. But I think that's probably why I've never seen that. But if that is something consistent, it looks like we can have a one-play touchdown with square out here. So we'll see. Does he drop? Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, you need somebody fast. So Juju is not going to be able to get the job done. I'm almost tempted to switch him, but that's something that I will do on a later date. I don't want to talk about that right now because that's just not with sports. It's just something I noticed that if you put speed right there, you should be able to outrun him as long as he's faster than that guy. But anyways, moving forward, I want to talk about man coverage and match coverage, and then that's going to be the video. So I just wanted this to be a quick and easy video. Wasn't trying to give you guys a full in-depth scheme. So for man or match coverage, there's a couple setups I like to do. So first and foremost, I like to take circle, put them on a zig, square on a streak still, and we're going to motion them across. Now what we're going to read right here is circle to X to triangle. That's my favorite read concepts because if they shade over the top, you'll have circle. As I'm getting hollered at, I try to just buy a little time because they gave me like a little instant rush thing. So we'll hop a replay, take a look at it, and I'll show you another adjustment I like too as well versus man. But if they shade over the top, if they're playing that style of man, this zig route is going to be open every single time. You'll take that easily. Now, your second read is going to be this in route. Normally, the user will be here. So what you're going to do is read between this in route and this post route. And what's good about this post is that you can throw this ball up in here. The safeties will never pick this pass off the too deep. That's why I actually like it. And if they play a purple, then as long as this guy can beat him, you'll be good because a purple is hard to cover with this particular route with how deep it's ran, if that makes sense. So really love that concept. Now last thing I like to do versus man coverage is actually take circle, put him on a slant and still square on the streak, and then we're going to motion that guy across. So with this setup, it's simple. We're going to look at circle first, then X, and then triangle is going to be our last read. So we're going to look at circle, notice how circle's open, notice how X is open, and notice how fast we could throw that ball to triangle. So it's just a boom type of concept where we're going to read circle, read X, then read triangle. So that's why I like it. Now what I'm gonna do here is actually go into dime normal, and I'm gonna show you match coverage, and I want to show you this play can actually torch cover 4 palms for a one play touchdown, but I'm gonna show you everything first. So what we're gonna do is go back to PA spot, and again we're gonna go to dime normal, and then we're gonna come out and cover 6. Now we are in cover 6. Now what's cool about cover 6 is that we'll be able to just have R1 open every single time. So I'm a baseline because nobody's gonna let their quarter go all the way to the other side. It just doesn't make sense to let it happen. So what's really cool is X is gonna be open, triangle can be open, and then what you're gonna notice too late is that we can actually have R1 right out the gate. So if somebody wants to run match coverage versus this particular play, or if they're running match coverage versus you can't figure it out, this is a great play to expose match coverage, because what's going to happen here is that this 3-rec is going to actually get matched up to, I don't know who he gets matched up to. He tries to play this route. This route is just what makes this play just really glitchy in my opinion, because it's going to pull, look how many people this route is pulling. It's pulling 2, it was pulling 3, then it actually ended up pulling 2 people. So that's what makes this play great. Now also what happens here is that we have this right out the gate already, so that could always be our last read. Because he won't get there in time. Obviously I could have been through this ball, could have threw this ball right now if I wanted to, but this is going to be your main read. This is your second read, and normally the user will have to sit in the middle to guard that. So like I said, man, you can tell this setup is just great, man. Now another thing I want to show you is versus cover 4 quarters, and just kind of show you everything. So square on the streak, we're gonna take triangle, motion them across. I'm a baseline because like I said, most people don't let their quarter go all the way out there, and you want to snap it when he's past the numbers again. So triangle is going to get man matched, and that's okay because this route is just that good to where they're going to have a tough time trying to man match it. And that's G. Alexander versus Josh Gordon. So that should kind of tell you that overall it doesn't matter. It's just that this route is just that good, honestly. So it's a really nice post that actually lets him get separation on the cut, you know, which is kind of rare in post routes. But anyways, this is the 3-rec, which will be the user. User will have to guard this. Normally they'll stay on top of that. And normally if they're good, they'll try to bait you up here, and you can always throw this ball late. And I'm going to show you that here in a second, just to simulate a user trying to bait late and come back and then give you this in route. And the reason this will work every time is because these 2 players right here are man matched onto him. Notice how both of them turn their backs. That means that they're man matched onto them. So you can actually throw this ball late on the sideline, which I'm just going to show you that right now, because why not? All right, cover 4 quarters. I'm a baseline again because like I said, nobody's gonna let their quarter flat run all the way out there. And right here, next I'm gonna talk about palms, and that's gonna be the end of the video. But just wanted to show you real quick, man, that if maybe you were scared to throw that, you could throw this ball late. So notice how we could throw that ball late on the sideline, and there's no defender there. That's because those 2 players are man matched. So you can always even have a late read. So last coverage I want to talk about is cover 4 palms. Now cover 4 palms, it's actually crazy because you guys remember me telling you about the circle route, how the circle route is glitchy, right? So watch what happens here. So I don't know why this happens, but this has been happening every single time. So watch square, and then notice how he's going to just leave him and actually go kind of cover circle, and then normally your player won't dumb out like that, but you get a 1-play touchdown, man. I don't know why that happens, but it happens super consistently on here. Now I'm gonna press this time because I haven't tried it pressing yet, but when somebody's been playing off coverage, cover 4 palms, I've been noticing I've had that route every single time. So what we're gonna do is actually let these animations carry out, and we're gonna see if it makes a difference, man. So yeah, like I thought, I don't know why they do that. They switch at the last second, and it allows you to have a 1-play touchdown. Craziest thing I've seen, honestly. Last thing I'll try is just baseline, and again, and we'll back the guys off, and that'll be the last thing I try, and then that'll be the video right after we go into replay. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and motion them across. I want to show you what else is open, but that's gonna be your main read. You always want to look at that square because for some reason it's just glitchy, man. I don't know. It's just glitchy. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the replay. Can somebody touch me? All right, all right, that's fine. But like I said, we'll take a look at the replay, and that'll be the video, man, because I didn't want to make this too long of a video. But let me know if you guys like this style of video that I'm doing. But anyways, you basically gonna make the same read between X right here, because if the user's not here, we could actually throw this ball late on the sideline. Notice how he is going to be able to turn and run with him and match. But anyways, you can always have this route too. So we just have a lot open. There's a lot that we can do. It's just a crazy play, man. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.